Hello, hey, welcome back to Runboxing, etc. Now is what I'm calling these. Went back and rebranded the whole series even. And as is, I think, pretty normal for this series, this is going to be a short one. This is, in fact, I guess I could explain the series of videos where like I get a new thing in the mail, a new piece of equipment or something, and if I don't make a video about it, I might die. So before that happens, I'm a video guy by trade. Like the last actual job title I had was video producer, and I'm still somehow uncomfortable with that. But in running my own business, I've especially lately been doing a lot of digitization. So I've got a few different pieces of analog equipment, you could say, that I've collected. In fact, collected is the operative word over the years. I'm looking at a record player, a vacuum tube radio, all of which, actually the record player doesn't have its own video on the site, but the radio does. And then 2 CRTs there at the bottom, and that's just what I can see. So included in that is this guy, which I picked up along the way, which is also something that happens as you begin to digitize, especially for friends and whatnot. You pick up things along the way. Oh, there's a pile of VCRs behind me too right now, isn't there? This is what I've had to digitize tapes with so far. A little bit overkill. Obviously it has a CD player on it that I do not need. And I've always been curious as to the quality of it. And this is kind of the catch-22. You figure at this point in time, like if somebody were to go make a tape player, record player, whatever it is, and these things do exist, they would do it with like current, new age parts and pieces, and it would be the best those things have ever been. That does happen. It's just that they're usually like thousands of dollars. So in looking for a cassette player that wasn't thousands of dollars, but still, used some premium parts, which I can tell you, this is from B&H, again, not sponsored, but they got it to me in a couple days. So what am I going to do? But on B&H, where this is listed, by the way, should I say the name of the product, as the FiiO, F-I-I-O, CP13 portable stereo cassette player. And I'll tell you some of the things. This isn't an ad as much as any of these videos are for equipment that I enjoy. But the thing that caught my eye, besides the reviews, actually, if at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the description says. If it doesn't review well, no buy. But according to what I read, this will get you there in fine fashion. And is very Chinese, I would venture at this point, which, isn't a problem. Unless I guess I want to read this manual. Okay, we got an English section. We're okay. But it's a cassette player. Maybe I won't need the instruction manual. Warning. Due to current technological limitations, analog products such as cassette players, radios, and turntables may exhibit noticeable audible background noise compared to digital players. Wow. So, warning, this is a cassette player. But I'm honestly just looking for something, again, that's going to play better than this plastic monster to my right. And you know what? I won't hate it if it looks good also, which I got the transparent one. There's different colorways you can get. And I will play it right now, but this is probably the USB cable because it's got an internal battery that you just charge by plugging it in. It is USB-C, so I've got enough of those, enough that I can probably just keep this in the box. In the box. The warranty card too, if you're into those. But yeah, nothing complicated about this at all. It's got all the controls you might recognize. 1 dial, 4 volume. There's the charge, and there's the headphone port. But again, I was just going to play this into the microphone on my chest, actually, because I thought there was a speaker right here on the back, and there is not. Maybe I can only give you a direct feed. Let's try. I'm just going to pick one of these cassettes off the top here. Oh, it's the Bouncing Souls, Maniacal Laughter, and see here. Well, it is charged enough, but yeah, it appears I'm okay. So I will plug this into something and digitize an example. I'm curious how it sounds against, again, I'll digitize something from this big dude, and then I'll digitize something from this. And at the very least, you might be able to get a feel for if this sounds that much better than something that was made in, when do you think? This is probably pretty late in the game. Something that was made in November of 2001, so 24-ish years ago now. So I'll give a spot for it here. This is what it sounds like coming from the old plastic monster here to my right. And this is what it sounds like coming out of the brand new FiiO or FiiO CP13. Does it sound better? I hope. So as always, thank you for hanging out. And again, please feel free to like and subscribe. Just absolutely unfettered to click either one of those buttons. I've heard it's quite good. And I'll be back next week with some more Ryan runs in whatever form that might take is a guarantee for you.